I'm Glenn Morris and I'm the General Manager of Fig Trees Organic Farms, and we're standing on Billabong at the moment, which is the beef property at Inverell. When I started to manage Wilton Park and Billabong, they both started off in a similar state. They'd been overgrazed, there'd been a chemical farming history, the soil biology wasn't there, the soil structure wasn't there, the water would scream off the landscape. So it was all about getting that soil health back, getting that humus back in the soil and bringing it back to a living landscape. I think one of the things to understand when we're trying to regenerate a property is that we really just need to give it the time to recover, and gradually, bit by bit, the whole landscape starts to repay you. And the tool that we use for bringing the humus levels up is basically we're using the livestock and building the soil. So we started to get watering points around the place, and then, looking at ways that we could break up the paddocks. And swales are basically an interception bank that's built on the contour. You have sills on the ridges so that your water overflows on the ridges, but you can basically slow down a heavy rainfall event. The water soaks into that swale after a week or two, and basically you're rehydrating your whole landscape. If those swales weren't in place, we would have had, more water running through the gullies, which are still, suffering from those old days of overstocking and chemical farming. So I'm very proud to say that at the moment they're fully charged and working a treat. Through my research on humus, I discovered that if you can get your soil levels up to 10% humus, the maths is pretty simple. You're storing 1.6 million litres of water in every hectare, which is the basis of an ongoing water cycle, which is the basis of securing Australia's water supplies if we do it over the whole catchment. It was pretty exciting when I realised the same thing I needed to do to increase beef production and pasture production was also the biggest solution the world has for dealing with climate change. So that's when I got passionate about, I need to get this message out there. It's really interesting because the award that I've been nominated for, it's all about caring for the land on a daily basis. And that's where we need to have this stuff. We need to have this culture. It needs to be intrinsic in every one of us to be concerned about what's happening in the atmosphere as well as what's happening on the ground level, because what we're doing on every hectare of ground is actually the thing that is going to get the atmosphere back in order, which gives us a stable climate. We're all in this together, and I think we all need to get that culture of respect for the landscape back. So the whole catchment has to get on board with improving soil health, and that has a major effect on the big processes which are going to look after us for another 1,000 years. We have to go there.